I think that's very important.
I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that.
Yes, we want to shift our GS to the local language as well. I just before we go to that, Mama, if there's no other new questions from you guys.
I have one follow-up.
Yeah, one follow-up, then we'll move to Bamamas with the social media question briefly, and then we can shift our GS to the local language and just wrap up. If that's good. Yeah.
And Sidi, now know that you have access to me. I've been given this this mandate, so I cannot renege from it.
Okay.
So
okay.
even if you wish to convene another for the local languages, it is still possible. And we go beyond Mandinka and Wolof, and even go into Fula, etc. in other sessions, because even if I lack knowledge of a particular language, we can always have people translating. Let's involve everybody. We must be inclusive. That is the demand of the people who have given me the mandate, that we must be inclusive. So if you feel that we can constrict this to English, and then tomorrow we pick up with the local languages, well, I'm at your disposal.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Sallah. I think, yes, we will rearrange possibly on Wednesday, if that's the best for everyone else, or tomorrow. I think Wednesday will be good, so that listeners can follow on this discussion. Yeah, we will come back on Wednesday at the same time, the same place, to get into the local language. But just before we move to Bamamas, Mama Linge.
Yes. I have a follow-up question here. Will the coalition undertake any work in auditing the electoral register to verify, for example, a sample of registered voters, and also find out the percentage, if any, of voter registrations through attestations, etc.? That's my question. And also, with, of course, time, with the space or coverage in national media like GAMBIA, etc., restricted just for the, I think, the 11 days before election, or 1 week, 2 weeks before election. Is there any effort by the opposition, again, through GOFA, to have a committee that will come up with a strategic communications plan for a very strong campaign to reach out to the masses in Gambia?
Well, the question, we have a committee on democracy and rule of law. And this is going to be chaired by Honorable Celia Gordon. And the committee will be working on that, because we're expecting from them a draft recommendation on electoral reform. Of course, they'll be looking at all those issues, electoral register, etc. So, in essence, we have set up committees which will be taking on board, we hope, from the diaspora, as you engage me and we engage each other. We'll gather information from you, and many people are there who can contribute to the process. We will be sending this agreement worldwide. As a result, people could start convening their own committees in the diaspora elsewhere to be able to have an input in the ultimate recommendations that will be given by the 25th. So those are issues that you are raising, and every issue you raise becomes a challenge for the coalition. And we will look into. What is important is to identify all the problems, then work out tactics to be able to address them. And you are very much welcome in raising all concerns, especially about election registers, etc.
Thank you very much.
The second issue that you raised, it slipped my mind, but you raised something.
It's a strategic communication plan, considering that at the moment you don't have access to state media like the television or the radios. I think even independent radio stations in Gambia would not want to cover events where the opposition is speaking for obvious reasons of reprisals, etc. So what is the plan to reach a critical mass of Gambians in terms of information dissemination?
Yes, what we are trying to do is to move beyond the reprisal scenario. What we want to create now is an atmosphere where even those stations will be able to participate in the process. But one thing that I must emphasize to you is that the election laws provides for political parties to move around the country to disseminate their political, economic, social, and other programs. This is what provides the foundation where parties can hold rallies, move them. So, in actual terms, campaign is an all year round. So, specifically, it's called campaign period by virtue of the fact that the IEC takes responsibility for the security apparatus that deals with elections and would now issue permits for political parties and the political aspirants to hold rallies, demonstrations, whatever activities that they need to, processions, activities. It falls under the purview of the IEC. IEC is also duty bound to create some element of equity in the use of the radio and TV, providing, allocating time to all the political parties. So 11 days you mentioned would be designed on the basis of that campaign ethics that is provided for in the election laws. But as you said, each party had in the past developed different means of disseminating information. What we now have to do is to put all our expertise together in order to have maximum effect. So this is where your question becomes relevant, and the challenge you raise must be taken on board by this committee that is responsible for democracy, rule of law, and the committee for voter education, etc. So these are the competencies that they must develop after making recommendations to the committee for approval. Thereafter, of course, there will be outreach programs to ensure that we achieve the aim that you now set for us.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sallah.
Thank you very much, Sidi. Honorable Sallah, I have a series of questions, and first we would start with Mr. GAMBIA, whatever his name is. He's asking, please ask Mr. Sallah, in an event where Jammeh is defeated on the 1st of December and refused to concede defeat, what would you do as a coalition? What would you do? Because he has got the army that are not answerable to the Constitution, but are answerable to him. My question is, what would you do if Jammeh refuses to concede defeat?
Thank you very much, Baba. Just before Mr. Sallah goes into answer that question, and some of these guys out there, or whoever they are, most people, with no identity, we don't know who they are, Mr. GAMBIA or you GAMBIA, want to know what they are that they do. But Mr. Sallah, you have to close answer the question.
We are a government in making. When you run the government, some will want to be subversive, some will want to. Essentially, we are going to be dealing with every Gambian, irrespective of where they are coming from, in a manner that is just, and to state things very clearly so that people will understand what is in their interest. So those questionnaires, etc., it does not matter really for me. The question is a fair question, but it answered itself. You are defeated in an election, you say you will not go. Well, that is inconceivable. Obviously, any flag bearer that we select would, in talking to the people who are going to elect, how he or she intends to handle any pre-election, election, and post-election challenges. And for me personally, it is inconceivable for somebody to lose an election and say, I will not go. Because the power belongs to people. And the person will go. Anybody who loses an election will go. That I can assure you. I've never seen anybody